loves, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little different than what I usually do. Today we're doing a Q&A. So I've been getting so many questions from you guys, and I thought, you know what, this could be like the perfect opportunity to just answer them all and just have like a cute little video where we're just interacting, me answering your questions. And if you have any more questions, of course, feel free to ask away because I will always answer your questions. So about a week ago, I asked you guys to send me some questions on Instagram. And if, by the way, if you are not following me on my Instagram, definitely go check it out. I will leave the handle right here. I have some pretty cool stuff on there. I post on a daily basis, and there's a bunch of stories, and it's pretty fun. You should definitely check it out. So here is my channel, and also the link for it is down below. So you guys sent me a bunch of questions. Some of them were like so good, and some of them were like a little off. But I thought, you know what, I'll pick 10 questions that you guys sent. I'll answer those, and if you guys want more videos like this, I'll be more than happy to do it, and I'll answer the rest of the questions. I'm also in the car, as you can see, and the reason is because Gabe had to go see a few clients, and I thought that this could be a great opportunity for me to actually film this video in the car. Plus, the lighting in the car is usually way better. So, yeah. All right, let's get started.
Wanna be the person that you call up when you're down. Wanna be the first who knows all of your deepest secrets.
All right, so my number one question, like the most asked questions, probably every other message that I get is about that. You can probably guess what it is, but it is how I lost my leg. So I do have a more lengthy video explaining exactly what happened to me and my whole story, and I will leave a link for it down below and also right up here if you're interested in more information on exactly what happened. I will tell you what happened in a nutshell because I don't want to take too much time off of it, because I did get a lot of other questions that were really nice that I would like to address. But basically, what happened to me is in the summer of 2019, which was probably about 7 or 8 months ago, maybe a little longer, not sure. But anyways, in the summer of 2019, I came back home from work. I came home pretty late, and I had a bunch of groceries in my trunk. My husband at the time was at the gym. I came home, I unpacked my car, put some groceries inside, and when I went back out to grab the last bag, a car hit me from behind, pinned me in between my car and theirs for about 2 minutes before backing up and basically taking off. So yes, it was a hit and run accident. I literally didn't even see it coming. There was nobody in the street when I went in to grab the last bag, and all of a sudden somebody hit me. I immediately blacked out. Like everything, I was very much conscious, but everything, I couldn't see anything. Everything blacked out, and I tried to call my husband on the Apple Watch, but for some reason it wouldn't work. Like I said, he was at the gym, but thankfully all my neighbors came out. They all heard what happened. Obviously they heard me screaming. I was screaming for help, and they all came to be with me and help me out, called the cops, called the police, called the ambulance, and kind of like stayed with me and helped me out. I did lose a lot of blood at the scene. Basically both of my knees were hit from behind, and there was cuts, and a lot of blood came out. So I lost a lot of blood. I lost almost 5 liters of blood, which is pretty much all that we have in our bodies. So when I was basically rushed into the emergency room, and it was really, really, so yeah, so I lost a lot of blood at the scene. When ambulance came, they just took me right away to the ER. I went through a few surgeries when I was in the ER, obviously, and then I spent 2 weeks in the ICU. Keep in mind that at that time I had both of my legs. My left leg is obviously severely injured as well. I do have a rod with 16 screws going all the way up from my hip to my knee. Basically I broke my femur, and it kind of like shattered everywhere, so they had to reattach everything. So that's why I have the rod with the 16 screws in it. My right leg was kind of okay for a little bit, but it started dying off, and after 2 weeks in the ICU, unfortunately, there was nothing else to do. We had to cut it off. I am an above the knee amputee, which means that the amputation is obviously above the knee. And I spent about 2 months in the hospital recovering from the surgeries, and I was then transferred into a rehab center for another month. So I was away from home for about 3 months after this, after the accident happened. And yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell what happened. But like I said, if you want to know more about it, I have a very lengthy, more in details video. Go check it out. All right, so that kind of leads me to my next question. What do I wear on my left leg? So like I said, because my left leg was very, very, very badly injured as well, I'm still experiencing a lot of issues with it. First of all, like I said, I have a rod with 16 screws, like all the way up from my hip to my knee, which kind of obviously is not like the best thing. And I still suffer from a lot of issues from it. I also have a bunch of other things happening with it, but you know, I'm not gonna go into it right now. But basically I wear a compression sock that kind of like keeps everything tight and prevents it from swelling too much. I do have a lot of swelling in it. I have a lot of inflammation. So by wearing the sock, it kind of like helps keep everything like tucked in and not, you know, swell too much. So I do wear the compression sock from like that goes all the way up to my my thigh, and I wear another sock on top of that, which is like kind of like a sleeve, just to even keep it more tight, just to make it all really like, you know, tight, and it helps a lot with the swelling. Another question that I have been getting a lot of, and that's kind of weird to me, just next 2 questions are kind of like weird because all this information is in my bio as well, of course, but one of the most asked questions is whether I am single. So no, even though I do not wear a wedding ring, I am very happily married to this wonderful man, my husband. His name is Gabriel, and he's absolutely amazing. He's a godsend. We have been together for about 4.5 years. We've been married for about 2.5. And yes, he is amazing. I am so grateful and so thankful for him. He's absolutely amazing. So to answer that question, I am not single. Very happily married. But thank you for asking. So another question that I've been getting a lot is, where do we live? So we live in Los Angeles. Oh, I did have a question about like, that was kind of cool actually. Spider-Man's powers or Wolverine powers? And that's like a good question. I don't know, what kind of powers does Wolverine have? He just have those claws, right? I don't know. I'm not too familiar with it, but Spider-Man, I don't know. Not sure. So another question that I got was whether I feel my leg, like my amputated leg. I'm assuming you mean kind of like more of like phantom pain. So yes, phantom pain is very, very real. In the beginning it was a lot more, obviously. Now it's a lot better. Basically what it is, it's you kind of like still feel your limb that's gone. So for me in the beginning it was really bad. I really felt a lot of pain, and I think it's like mainly the pain that your brain remembers from before the accident, like before the amputation. So I had a lot of pain in my toes and my ankle, like a burning sensation, and I still kind of felt it. I still kind of do sometimes, but it's getting a lot better. I am on medication for that, which really helps. For me personally, it really helps. And I'm also, I think just time, you know, with time, you just get used to it. I think your brain kind of catches up to it, and it gets better and better with time, honestly. Another question. Another question that I've been getting a lot is if we have kids. So no, we do not have kids yet. Obviously before this whole thing happened, we were kind of planning on starting a family around this time. Unfortunately, this kind of like put everything, you know, like pushed everything a little bit. I definitely need to get better first before I can have. That's how I feel personally. I definitely need to get a little bit better first. My left leg needs to be like kind of taken care of also before I can get pregnant. And I just feel like since I'm on a lot of pain medication still, I feel like I kind of need to fix this before I can get pregnant. I would want to give obviously my baby the best environment, and being on pain medication is not really the best environment to get pregnant on. So no kids yet. Hopefully in the next few months we can start thinking about that and kind of like planning on how to get there. But yeah, definitely want to have a bunch of kids. I would like to have like 4 or 5, maybe 6 kids. Gabe is more on the like 3 to 4 or 5 maybe, but I'm sure we'll find like the perfect number for us. I mean, we'll start with 1 and see how that goes. But I would definitely want to document my whole process with the pregnancy, just because there isn't enough information, I feel like, online about this. I know that was like one of the most important things for me, and that's something that I asked the doctors at the hospital all the time. Like, will I be able to get pregnant? Will I be able to have kids? Will I be able to have like a normal birth, you know, or labor? And they all said yes, obviously. There's no problem with that. You can still have a really normal life, normal pregnancy, like no problem at all, once you're ready for it, obviously, you know, because my body did go through a really bad trauma. I went to like, I don't know, like 10, 15 surgeries in a period of like a month and a half. So my body really needs a break. My body really needs to gather its strength and becoming a lot more of a better environment for a baby, I would say. Okay, let's see what else. What are you most proud of? That was a really, really good question. So I don't remember who sent it. I just wrote it down, but thank you for sending it. But I was always a very positive and independent person before the accident. And I feel like after the accident happened, losing my leg, being in the hospital for almost 3 months away from my husband, I mean, luckily he was there with me all the time. My family was there with me all the time. But I feel like you can take it into like a really bad place. You can take it to the place where it's like, why did this happen to me? Why is my life so bad? Like, I don't deserve this. Why me? You can really take it to the bad place. And I didn't. Like, the minute it happened, the minute I woke up in the hospital, it was very clear to me that I survived this for a reason, and I need to push through no matter what and no matter how hard it is. And it really is not easy at all. It's really hard. It's not always like, oh, I'm happy and oh, this is perfect. No, it's not. It sucks. The majority of the time I hate it. Like the fact that I just can't like get out of bed and go to the bathroom in the morning. I need to get up, transfer to my chair, go to the bathroom, hop to the toilet. Like, it's a big deal. It's a big mess, and I don't like it. And I wish I didn't have to do it, but it's my life, and I'm thankful to be here. I keep reminding myself how lucky I am to actually be here, which means to me, like, I could have not been here. I could have been dead. I could have not survived this horrible accident, and I could have not seen my niece grow up, my best friend getting married and having a baby. I could have not seen my husband and grow old with him. Like, it could have been so much worse, and I'm so thankful and so blessed that I am here and that I'm able to actually live my life the way that I want it. Yes, it's a little bit different, and yes, it's a little bit more complicated, but you know what? Everybody has struggles. Everybody's life is a little bit different. So on that aspect, I'm very thankful that I'm able to live my life with a new normal, I would say. But I'm happy and very blessed to be here, and this is what I'm most proud of. I'm very proud of myself for actually understanding it and kind of like pushing everything to the side and very much focusing on the way and focusing on what I'm supposed to do to survive and to make it big. Okay, what is something that you cannot live without? So this one is like super easy for me. I cannot live without my husband, I cannot live without my family, and I cannot live without my best friends. I am so thankful for every single one of them. They were by my side 24/7, and they still are. They're 100% there for me. They're my rock. If I didn't have my family and my husband and my good friends, I wouldn't have been able to do this. I wouldn't have been able to survive this and to be so positive about this. Every single one of them gives me power, gives me strength to keep pushing and to make it. I am so happy to be able to do this, and I am so happy that I have them in my life. It is something that I do not take for granted whatsoever. All right, I'm gonna answer a couple more questions and then I think that is about it. Another question that I've been getting a lot, which I really liked, is what do I order from Starbucks? So if you guys have been following me, you know that I'm obsessed with Starbucks. I pretty much get a Starbucks every day. And my drink is a venti ice blonde Americano, light water, extra ice with a splash of heavy cream. I love black coffee, but adding a little bit of either like a creamer or I like heavy cream personally. It just makes it like so much better, but it still very much tastes like coffee, so it doesn't change the flavor of it, which is amazing. And the blonde Americano is unbelievable. I just love it. So yeah, that's my drink of choice. And also Starbucks, if you want to sponsor me, please do, because I'm spending like way too much money there. Way too much money there. Anyways, I think that's about it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for all your questions. If you are interested in sending me more questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, send me an email, or go to my Instagram and send me a DM. Instagram's right there. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, click that notification bell so that you can get a notification every single time I upload a new video. I try to upload once a week. Sometimes I do two. I'm still not like on a fixed schedule, which I probably should. I will start thinking more seriously about that, because I think that it's gonna make you guys like know when I'm uploading, so you guys can go actually check it out. So I'm gonna do that. I think that's it. Like, I answered a bunch of questions. I'm really happy with them. Thank you for sending me the questions. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for viewing my videos, my vlogs, everything. I am so happy and thankful and grateful for every single one of you. I think that's about it. I kind of like don't want to log off, but I think I need to. Do you have anything else that I need to say? I think that's it. So until next time, thank you for watching.